Alright boys and girls, I'm going to make this mad quick. Now I don't do tutorials or anything like that, but I found this the other day and I thought it was actually quite genius. So, you got your Serato library over here on your computer as normal. Now the key factor is this is people who are using Serato with their hard drive installed and you want to move it to an external hard drive, whether you want to move it for a backup or whether you want to DJ somewhere and you just want to take your hard drive and plug it into somebody's computer and everything just loads up. The problem is when you copy everything from your music and you copy all your Serato libraries and everything to your external hard drive, everybody knows that you have to do the whole process of analyzing your shit. Oh, that's not the right button. But you got to analyze all your stuff and that takes ages. So find a way that you can move everything from here to your hard drive without even needing to analyze nothing, and it works straight away and it saves hours and hours and hours and hours of just wait. Oh, by the way, I actually meant relocate, not analyze your files, but regardless, you know what I meant anyway. Right, here we go. This is the most important part of it. Oh shit, is that a goal? Rotted. Sorry, I'm watching the game. So this is the most important part. When your Serato library saves all of its stuff and saves all of its metadata, what it really needs is the path. I'm sorry to be talking to people like they're 5 years old, but some people may know this and some people may not. But when your Serato data, which is your two Serato files, you know which ones they are, they're in your music folder, they are looking for the path of where all of your music is stored. So mine is in my user, JSnipes, and in my music folder. So for all those who've got their music somewhere else and all over the place, I can't help you out, but this is just for people who have their music go into the direct music folder so Serato can see it. So this is important and I'll show you why. So I'm guessing when people copy their Serato files or when people want to do a backup, they will go to this folder, which is obviously the My Music folder, or wherever your shit's stored. Copy all your folders, copy all your wherever your music's stored, and your two Serato data files as well. You'll just click on copy, or you'll copy that and you'll move it straight to here, which yes, you can do, and that is the right method. However, when you move it all to your hard drive, and then you load it into a new Serato, it will then say, well, I need all the Serato music, where's it gone? Because I don't now know the path to the original location of all the audio files. Well, here's how you solve that problem. As long as you know where, sorry, that's out of focus. As long as you know where all of your music is stored, you can create manually the path to let Serato know where all of that music is being stored. For instance, mine is being stored from, so forget the hard drive for a second, because at the moment, if you look at the top, if you look here, obviously that technically, the OS, that will technically be your hard drive. So what you then need to do is you need to create a manual path of these folders, because that's what Serato is looking for. So it's looking for user, JSnipes and music, which is where mine is stored. So if you see how it's stored, technically that'll be your portable hard drive. So user, JSnipes and music, and that is where all your music will be stored. So what you then have to do is on your portable hard drive, create that path. Let me show you. So this is my portable hard drive, 2 terabyte portable hard drive there, and as you can see, I've manually created, so this is the hard drive, 2 terabyte, that's the two Serato crates that I've copied from here. Oh shit, 1 minute. I'd edit it out, but I can't be asked. So these two Serato files, I've dropped them on the hard drive, on the first page of the hard drive. So when you load in the hard drive, that's where the Serato files and the data will be. What that wants to see is it wants to see the path that it was on the computer. So you have to make this path manually. So create a folder that says users. Make sure it's spelled exactly the same way, otherwise it won't recognize it. Then you create the folder name JSnipes, create the same way, or whatever your username is. Then create the folder music, obviously spelled the same way, and then all my music is dragged into there. What will then happen is when you load up your portable hard drive into the computer, Serato sees the path that originally was on here, and then bam, everything works and it pops everything up as normal and you don't need to do the whole relocating of all the files and everything, and all of it just pops in. 1 minute, trying to do this with one hand. There you go, it all loads up and it all just plays, and you don't need to go into the whole scanning and waiting for ages. If you use iTunes, I don't know, I can't help you. If you've got all your music all over the place, you're just going to have to know where your music is and then basically apply the same method. But I thought that's what I'd show you how to do it. So once again, just to recap, if you want to copy everything from your main computer to an external hard drive without having to rescan and relocate your files again, all you've got to do, manually create the path or manually create the folders in the hard drive. So once again, 1 second, I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, but I know I watch tutorials all the time, and you know, sometimes you just have to repeat yourself. So go onto the hard drive, obviously make sure it's formatted and all that shit, create your folder, user, whatever the file path name is, create that folder, drag it into that one, create the music folder and drag it into that one, and then all your music will be there. And you make sure you put your 2 Serato data files on top of the first page when you open your hard drive. You plug it into a computer. The computer will read the Serato files and also read the path, because that's what Serato is looking for, and then your shit should load up. Not a problem. You're welcome.